4:06. I would like to welcome all of you and call the board meeting to order. As always, our meeting is broadcasted on our district's YouTube channel. The link is on our website and also on the agenda for transparency purposes and to keep our citizens informed and for convenience. As always, you must be present to participate in the meeting during citizens' comments. Those wishing to speak must fill out a comment form. It's on the table right outside. It's a little half sheet of paper. So if you wish to speak, you could fill out a comment form and submit it to Mrs. Rios, who is in the back corner, prior to either item number 10, which would actually pertain to the agenda, or item number 14, which pertains to any non-agenda items that you would like to discuss. For everybody that is able, if you could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. So good to see so many smiling faces out there today. Roll call, please. Kathy.
President Warren.
Here.
Secretary Lukey. Present. Treasurer Martin.
Here.
Trustee Davidge.
Present.
Trustee McDonald.
Here.
Vice President Filipiak and Trustee Klein are absent.
Thank you. All right, for additions and deletions, we have a request to move the Allen Park High School Girls Group presentation to the May agenda. So we are also removing our closed session for student discipline as it is being postponed. Are there any other additions or deletions to the agenda as proposed?
The girls what?
We had a girls group, the Allen Park High School Girls Group presentation today. That was number 9, okay. The second one. That is being moved to May. Any other additions or deletions? All right, I think the only thing, I just want to make sure, the only thing that we did notice, should we have her name correctly? The only thing was with employment, it said Allison Wallace, it is Addison, just so we know. Okay, all right. Now I'm looking for a unanimous consent of the consent agenda items that have been presented to the board for review. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the consent agenda is approved as presented. So now it is President's Communications. And, oh, you already got it up. You are so fast today. And, oh, that is you. Who's doing
No,
it?
that's me.
Good job, Dr. Tolkowski. So today we will be talking about our Barton Mallow bond update, our construction progress. The first one is at Allen Park High School. Our interior renovations and mechanical equipment has been replaced. The key activities for this section is the second floor classrooms lighting and ceiling tiles replacement. They're up to 75% of that being complete. The second floor corridor lighting is 100% complete, and the common toilet room renovations are now in process. Thank goodness, those needed up. Then the Allen Park High School, the multiplex, the RTU, and the roof replacement. Spring break, we did some pull-ahead work, and our key activities here were to cut in and pour the footings for the RTU structural steel pad. And then there's a photo of them. And then now at the Allen Park Middle School, they did interior renovations, outdoor canopy, which was so needed, the food service equipment, and the mechanical equipment replacement. The classroom ceiling and lighting replacement is 60% complete at the middle school. The first floor corridor and main office lighting replacement is 90% complete at the middle school. And the common toilet room renovations are also in progress at the middle school. The middle school progress is also pulling wires for new temperature controls for the building management system. And all existing equipment, the vertical unit ventilators, the rooftop air conditioning units, the blower coils, and etc., have been wired in, and software has been partially integrated. There's also additional sensors and equipment that is being installed during the summer months.
That's it.
That is it. All right. After that, it is reading of communication. Secretary Lukey.
Thank you so much. Tonight I'd like to share a thank you note that was received. Mr. Darga on Board of Education, I wanted to thank you for the beautiful flowers you sent for Lewis Davis, my father's service. They brought such warmth and comfort to our family during this incredibly difficult time. Knowing that I have your support means the world. We are truly grateful for your kindness. With all my heart, Lamar and Davis family.
Thank you so much. That then takes us to In the Spotlight. The first one is our Allen Park Middle School representative, Maya Bertazio. Come on up, Maya.
Hello, I'm Maya Bertazio and here's the APMS update. The APMS Student Council is busy getting the current 8th graders ready for Leadership Day at APHS on May 14th. We are celebrating our Detroit Tigers with the Tiger Spirit Day on Thursday, May 22nd. April is Multilingual Advocacy Month. All of our multilingual students at APMS completed their WIDA assessments focusing on reading, writing, speaking, and listening. They are all working hard on their core classes. Our newcomer class is becoming more confident in participating and even giving oral presentations in class. We are proud to have a growing multilingual student population at APMS. APHS students have been busy with many activities. They are hosting a cereal drive this month for Mimi's mission to help feed hungry kids downriver. Last month, NJHS students collected close to 250 books for preschool students at Starfish Family Services. They also helped at Benny Bingo for Books, Arno and Benny PTA meetings, and helped their peers at APMS Homework Station. The Peacekeepers Club has spent their time lately working hard to spread cheer. They have been making cards to cheer people up who are going through tough times. They are gearing up for Teacher Appreciation Week next month. Spring sports are in full swing. This week starts baseball and softball games and the first track meet of the season as well. Good luck to all of our student athletes. The PTA is hosting a spring scholastic book fair all this week. All students will visit the book fair with their classes and have an opportunity to purchase some great new books. Ms. Eicher wants to thank the PTA as well for their support and generosity with this event. The APMS choir will be performing the national anthem at Detroit Tigers game on April 22nd. Be sure to check them out if you're at the game. Those are all your updates for now. Have a great night and thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, that takes us then to our Allen Park High School representative, and that is Dylan Brewster. Hi, Dylan.
Hello, my name is Dylan Armbruster. I'm the student council historian for the class of 2027. Here are the updates going on at APHS. For the class of 25, they are planning on finishing the final steps for prom. The advisors went down to Laurel Manor, picking out the colors and food arrangements for finishing up. The class of 26 are focusing on the elections that we have for the high school coming up. We are choosing our final decisions. Sophomore class is very similar, but we are also working ideas for Staff Appreciation Week. We're still brainstorming that, and then the final ideas for Staff Appreciation Week will be next month. So overall, Student Council, we're collectively working on Student Council elections, working ideas for Staff Appreciation in May, as well as brainstorming ideas for a mental health awareness table. We are planning on having to open up ideas for people to not feel as scared and insecure about themselves, especially when mental health is very stigmatized around our area. APA is in March volunteered for Pound Gal's spaghetti dinner that raised over $30,000 for animal medical care in Downriver area. They're also getting ready to donate $100 to supplies to possibly. The art club, they're making art based off their emotions and supporting each other and building unity through art. The band, the spring concert, students Downriver Music Lid, which has Downriver students from all other schools. For example, people from our school are Hannah Bauer, Miley, Avery Cash, Lily Murdoch, Kendall. The Christian Club, they have been meeting on Mondays for about 30 to 40 minutes and usually have a prayer together, then study a portion of scripture. The Drama Club, they're working on a play called The Outsiders based off the book. They recently just got their lines for their characters. The Star Club, they're having baklava to celebrate Arab Heritage Month. They're going to study Arab culture. Link Crew, they are focusing on the incoming freshmen for the class of 2029. NHS, they're having a blood drive and having several projects in April to May up until honors night. Robotics, they just went to states recently for the first time and it went really well. And that's all the updates we have for APHS.
Thank you so much. All right, students, we know that you probably have lots of homework because the new semester just started. So if you guys wish to leave, you are free to leave now, and we appreciate you guys for coming. If you would like to stay, by all means, you can. Go home and do your homework.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you,
Thank you. All right, that takes us to our special presentation. The first, oh, I'm so sorry. Absolutely, they can. I got you. Any of us can sign it. We got you. You're welcome.
I have a rubber stamp.
That's all right. Do you just need the one for you? Okay, perfect. You're welcome. Thanks. You do the same. So, right, so so then the next one is our special presentation, our Allen Park High School track coaches recognitions, Mr. Darga.
I want to take this moment to express my deepest gratitude to our incredible coaching staff who took swift and decisive action to save a student's life. Coaches Andrew DeHaan, Zach Murray, Matt DeHaan, and Paul LaCroix. When faced with critical situations, these coaches immediately recognized the severity of the moment and worked together seamlessly, each taking on a crucial role that ultimately aided in the recovery of one of our high school's track athletes who had a cardiac arrest during practice at the end of May. Their bravery and actions are a testament to the power of preparation, teamwork, and quick thinking. As a district, I couldn't be more proud of our commitment to being a heart-safe community. Kudos to our coaches for their heroism and to our staff for embracing the responsibility of being prepared. Your dedication makes a difference and can ultimately save a life. Thank you. At this time, we call up Coach Andrew DeHaan. Coach Matthew DeHaan.
Hold on, stay standing. I want to get a picture.
Yeah, can I get a
That's
picture?
okay, you and Mr. Darga.
Coach Paul LaCroix. And Coach Zach Murray.
All right, Mr. Darga, you want to go over there? Ah, that's all right.
Can you take him into my office instead of the baby?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Awesome, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations, guys.
I do just have to openly say real quick before we go on is I talked to Mr. Victor about this as well. Mr. Darga and I both did. And it was quite, like, made us giggle at the same time, was so heartfelt without even thinking about it. Is he's like, we're like, oh, we would really like to do this. And he's like, oh, my guys don't want any recognition. They don't want anything. They just did what they, you know, and that just, to me, just sends even more just care that you guys have given to these students. So we know you don't want to be recognized, but what you did was amazing. And we just really, I mean, all of us here just in the district as itself really, really appreciate everything you guys did.
Thank you.
And your quickness too, so thank you so much. Thank you. All right, that then takes us to our next special presentation, the 2025 AASL Distinguished School Administrator Award, Mr. Jason Skiba, Mr. Darga.
On behalf of Allen Park Public Schools and the Allen Park Public Schools Board of Education, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to Mr. Jason Skiba on being named the recipient of the 2025 AASL Distinguished School Administrator Award. This prestigious honor is a testament to the visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to fostering a thriving school library program that enriches the educational experience for students and educators alike. Your dedication to literacy, professional development, and collaborative learning has transformed the Allen Park High School Library into a model of innovation and engagement. By championing redesigned spaces, advocating for media literacy, and supporting professional growth, you have ensured that students and staff have access to the tools and resources necessary for success in today's world. Your impact is both inspiring and far-reaching, and this well-deserved recognition highlights the meaningful contribution you have made to the field of education. Congratulations once again, and thank you for your outstanding leadership and commitment to excellence. Mr. Skiba.
Can I get a photo of each?
Oh, I get a photo?
Get a
too?
photo.
That's really fancy.
Yeah,
I see the
Jags.
Jags.
Thanks.
Where's the bow tie?
I know. It's just like I got sunglasses.
He said I got
today.
sunglasses.
I got sunglasses.
That's right.
Went for a little more casual.
Now, Mr. Skiba, so you're attending the national conference.
The
of-
national conference will be in October, the American Association of School Librarians. The national conference is then, and at that point, I'll get another one of these,
That's right.
evidently.
Yeah.
We'll be up on the big stage and representing Allen Park and all the great things.
Very good.
The reason I'm able to do this is because I have the support of here. I certainly am not the one who finances or follows through or creates the space to be able to say yes when the librarian needs the things she needs or when our teachers request that work. So I appreciate the fact that I have that flexibility and the support from you. So thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Is anyone going with you, Mr. Skiba?
The librarian.
Oh, good.
And Mr. Darga.
Okay, oh, good. I was gonna say, make sure you take pictures.
We will get all the photos.
We'll take some photos.
Because that's a huge accomplishment, so.
It is national.
Yeah.
It's a feather in the district's cap. It was
Absolutely.
great to see Allen Park there recognized now.
I agree.
Absolutely. Where is it?
And
St.
you.
Louis.
Oh,
The
nice.
year before they did Tampa, I was hoping.
Come on.
but evidently-
Barbecue sun.
It's hurricanes in October, so St. Louis might be better.
Yeah. It's fun.
That's
Right.
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 Thank you so much. So as for our coaches and our administrator, if you guys now wish to leave, we appreciate you guys so much for coming here and everything that you guys have done.
Thanks so much.
We know you guys got a lot more work to do, so thank you guys so much.
I didn't get to shake hands, I was handing the plaques.
That's all right. And now we are at number 10, which is citizens' comments pertaining to the agenda item. But this one's not on the agenda. Are you okay with waiting until 14? It is?
Yeah, it is.
I'm
It's
s-
number 5350.
Never, I see it. You're on Neola policy. Now I see what you're talking. Yes, I'm so sorry. Come on up. I just wanted to make sure it was in the right spot.
Nervous, I don't do public speaking.
Bianca, I didn't either until this, so hey, welcome. So Bianca, just to let you know, I'm gonna give you a quick little update before you start. So pertaining, so you're doing a citizens' comments pertaining to the agenda item. We like to ask you to please limit your comment to 3 minutes. There is a timer being protracted for your convenience. The purpose of the public participation portion of this meeting is to provide an opportunity for our citizens to share their thoughts with the board. Personal concerns are best handled through our proper channels. Questions requiring investigation will be referred to the superintendent for consideration. And now it is your turn. Bianca, you have 3 minutes. Go for it.
Good evening, esteemed members of the board. My name is Bianca Sotelo, and I am the parent of 2 children who are currently enrolled in the AP school system. I am here today to speak on the ongoing issue that weighs heavily on the hearts of many within our district, the bullying problem. I am not here to badmouth our principals or schools, as I have deep-rooted respect for our educators. I came to share my concern as a parent and community member of Allen Park. 2 incidents have occurred already here at APHS, very closely together, where students have felt the only resolution to stop the bullying is to take their own lives. Thank God they were unsuccessful and are here to continue living another day. One of those children is my daughter, a freshman here at APHS. These 2 children were being bullied by the same 2 JV cheerleaders. Even though there were 3 cheerleaders who bullied my daughter, 2 out of the 3 were bullying another student. My daughter spoke to her head cheer coach, Tara Waddell, looking for help and guidance and received none. She was basically told to deal with it herself.
She also reached out to her assistant principal, who only spoke to those girls. We need to do better at holding these bullies and staff accountable. As a zero tolerance for bullying school district, we should be empowering those who need help and hold accountable those who are just mean to be mean. The fact that our poor children are being pushed to unmentionable actions or being pulled from the comfort of their school and friends because of a bully, while these bullies continue to attend school with no consequences, is quite shameful. More needs to be done than just bringing these bullies down for a talk and sending them back to class. Bullying needs to have serious consequences. National statistics show 1 in 5 students is bullied, and they are more than twice as likely to consider suicide, and many engage in self-harm as a way to cope. These behaviors are not just short-term actions. They are often lead to lifetimes of mental health issues. Bullying extends beyond the victims. Their friends and families' lives are affected as well. Research shows that without intervention, the bullies are more likely to continue bullying other kids and engage in criminal behavior. This isn't about just protecting the victims, but guiding all of our students to a better future. We need to show them that they cannot engage in this behavior and there are consequences for these actions. My daughter was forced to quit the cheer program while her 3 bullies were able to continue cheering for the season unscathed. There was no accountability held for these girls or the JV cheer coach, whom my daughter reached out to regarding the bullying situation. This has only shown these cheerleaders that they will suffer no consequences and have enabled them to put another child in an inpatient facility. We cannot ignore this any longer. I urge this board to take immediate action and remove the same 2 bullies for the safety of our other students, and the JV head cheer coach replaced with someone who will properly address our children's concerns and issues. We need to do better. We need stronger anti-bullying policies and a better support system for our children. Let's work together to ensure that every student here in the AP school system can learn in a safe, supportive environment. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And I'm assuming there's no other citizens' comments pertaining to the agenda. Thank you. So that takes us to number 11, which is Personnel Employment Services. Mr. Darga.
We are recommending that the individuals asked to be employed, the candidates were interviewed and recommended by committee. The position became available as a result of bid pool, resignation, or retirement, as appropriate background checks have been conducted. Nicholas Church, JV girls soccer head coach, Allen Park High School. Noah Collins, volunteer track coach, Allen Park High School. Henry Kazuski, bus driver, maintenance and transportation. Carolyn Morris, varsity competitive cheer coach, assistant coach. Sally Ortiz, midnight custodian, Allen Park High School. Jamal Robertson, volunteer lacrosse coach, Allen Park High School. Brock Roy, volunteer lacrosse coach, Allen Park High School. Benjamin Shaw, girls track and field assistant coach, Allen Park High School. Jade Thomas, special education department paraprofessional. Addison Wallace, payroll and benefits coordinator, Riley.
Thank you so much. And that takes us to, oh, nope, sorry, we gotta approve that. So I'm looking for a motion for our new employment services.
I move that the recommendations for employment and services be approved by the board for the individuals as listed.
Second.
It's been moved by Steve and seconded by Jason. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, say aye. 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 Any opposed? Motion carries. That then takes us to, congratulations. We don't have anybody here today, do we?
We have
And as,
Congratulations, All right. So then that takes us to resignations. Mr. Darga.
Corey Berry, special education department parapro. Jacob Chapman, varsity wrestling coach, Allen Park High School. Mary Jo Diaz, lunch paraprofessional, Benny. Fabiola Espinoza, food service, Arno. Gavin Golick, boys varsity head coach, head basketball coach, Allen Park High School. Allison Hagdorn, lunch paraprofessional, Benny. Nikki Hartley, girls track head coach, Allen Park Middle School. John Kemble, custodian, maintenance and transportation. And Kyle Kilpatrick, varsity hockey coach, Allen Park High School.
Thank you so much. That takes us to new business ratifying resolutions. Number 1, Mr. Darga.
On February 10th, 2025, the board authorized the issuance of bonds designated 2025 school building and site bonds. I apologize, let me do that over. On February 10th, 2025, the board authorized the issuance of bond designated 2025 school building and site bonds series 3. We received 3 bids for the purchase of the bonds. based on the written recommendation of the issuer's financial consultant firm, an authorized officer accepted the offer of Robert W. Baird and Company, Incorporated, to purchase the bonds pursuant of authority delegated in the bond resolution.
I move that the Allen Park Board of Education approve the offer of Robert W. Baird and Company Incorporated to purchase the bonds pursuant to the authority delegated in the bond resolution as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Jeanette and seconded by Jason. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That takes us to number 12, number 2, resolution calling for full permanent funding of IDEA.
Number 2, the Neola policy updates 39-2 were presented to the members of the Board of Education for review. Neola routinely reviews our policies to ensure that they are current, up-to-date, and compliant with local, state, and federal law, as well as making necessary clarifications. At this time, we can open the floor for any questions that board members may have regarding these legal updates. Board members may also submit questions to the superintendent's office at a later date via email or phone call. The board will consider adopting these 39-2 policy updates at the next regular meeting on May the 12th.
Okay, but that's not number 2.
Nope.
Yeah, we're missing one here in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
No, I read number 2 on mine.
No, you're good, you're good.
You're
We're
good.
just
Read number
missing.
two.
Oh, read number 2, but.
Number 2 on here is funding of IDEA.
Yep, you just don't have it in there at all.
All right.
Can we switch those out of order and just
Yeah, let's,
Where is
vote on that
Well,
resolution?
no, it's not there at all.
Yeah,
so you don't have
I
the
think Kathy's getting one.
Okay, we'll just wait a second. We don't wanna switch anything. We'll stay with the,
Oh, yeah, there's actually, Laura's right, there's no action on this one anyway.
correct.
Right.
But I don't wanna move anything.
Nope.
Mm,
Gotcha, buddy.
thank you. Sorry guys, we're just on a brief hold.
And where was it?
That's right.
That's because I was
I was
reading it,
like-
and I think where's the ID? So, number 3 is really number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Good, switch that.
Well, nobody gets that but you.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay. Resolution calling for full permanent funding of IDEA. Whereas public education is a cornerstone of our democracy, providing fundamental skills and opportunity to children across the United States, and whereas in a decade following the Great Recession, students across the U.S. lost nearly $600 billion from the state's disinvestment in their public schools. And whereas prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, both state and federal funding for public schools was already failing to meet the critical needs of students across the country. And whereas since the COVID-19 pandemic, students have needed additional academic, social, and emotional, and mental health needs being met through targeted programming and additional personnel, enhanced professional development opportunities, new technology, as well as critical updates to the school facilities. And whereas research has consistently shown that increased education funding positively affects academic performance, increases graduation rates, and impacts future earnings. And whereas when Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, was passed in 1975, the federal government committed to pay 40% of the average per pupil expenditure for special education to ensure that every child with a disability has access to a high-quality education. And whereas the financial pledge for IDEA has never met and is currently funded at approximately 10.7%, leaving a gap of billions of dollars needed for students. And whereas the Allen Park Public Schools is proud to serve a student population that includes 14% of students with disabilities, and whereas Allen Park Public Schools' costs to deliver the important services required under IDEA are not properly funded by the federal government. It requires us to reallocate money from other programs to make up for it. And whereas the federal underfunding of IDEA has negatively impacted the academic opportunities of our students for generations, not just those with disabilities. Now, therefore, be resolved that the Allen Park Public Schools as follows. The Allen Park Public Schools Board calls on Congress to immediately pass the IDEA Full Funding Act S2217/HR 5419, which would create a 10-year mandatory path to fully fund IDEA. And the Allen Park Public Schools Board calls on the state legislature to provide adequate, equitable, and sustainable funding increases to districts to mitigate the harm caused by decades of underfunded schools.
Do we need to take?
Do you need to take motion on it today?
Yeah. We're taking motion on this today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a suggested motion?
I move to call for the resolution calling for full permanent funding of IDEA.
Second.
It's been moved by Laura and seconded by Jeanette. Is there any further discussion?
So then this just goes to Congress or
Yeah.
to legislation?
All right, with no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you all for being patient with us as we fixed our notes here. That takes us to then number 12, number 3, Neola Board Policy Updates 39-2, first reading. Mr. Darga.
You know, the Neola Policy Updates 39-2 were presented to the members of the Board of Education for review. Neola routinely reviews our policies to ensure that they are current, up-to-date, and compliant with local, state, and federal law, as well as making necessary clarifications. At this time, we can open the floor for any questions board members may have regarding these legal updates. Board members may also submit questions to the superintendent's office at a later date via email or phone call. The board will consider adopting these 39-2 policy updates at the next regular meeting on May the 12th.
Is there any discussion that anybody wishes to have on those currently? All right. Hearing none, that would then take us to item 12, number 4, middle school and high school furniture purchases. Mr. Darga.
We were looking at updating furniture for our secondary staff and the media center at Allen Park Middle School. Teachers had an opportunity to select new desks. Some middle school teachers had the opportunity to choose 2 desks to do their current configuration, which is made up of 2 desks. There is little or no need at the middle school for student furniture. That will be handled as an on-needed basis. The middle school media center needs a refresh as we modernize the space for learning. There is a collaboration space for both media and social collaboration, in addition to a teacher and circulation desk renovation. This work will be done in conjunction with summer work that Bart Mallow is completing. All 3 project quotes from the interior environments include delivery and installation, and will be paid using bond dollars at consortium pricing for a total amount of $418,185.95 as presented.
I move that the Allen Park Board of Education approve the purchase of teacher desks and chairs at the high school and middle school, as well as the furniture purchase for the middle school media center for an amount of $418,185.95 as presented.
Support.
It's been moved by Jeanette and supported by Jason. Is there any further discussion?
Tori is here, the media center media specialist, middle school media specialist, excuse me. If anyone has any questions for her, and then I've just been kind of playing this as you have been talking. So the board did receive this for the audience. So looks very nice. I like this little area in the back that's finally going to be used.
Yeah, we're gonna use that for staff, really.
Yeah.
So they'll have a nice collaboration space.
So this screen right here is like that back corner mic that we've been looking at for a million
Yeah,
years.
trying to figure out what to do
What
with it.
else can we
Yeah,
do
right.
there?
Right.
So a lot of really great stuff happening. And the feedback on the high school media center has just been overwhelmingly positive. So this is the same company that provided the furniture and designed that one. So that's been holding up really, really well.
So is the middle school getting rid of the rocking chairs?
Yes, and we're gonna save everybody's ink.
Yeah. Yeah.
And many of the rocking chairs, the screws are just like falling out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's definitely time, so.
I'm gonna come pick one up for my neighbor,
For
if that's
sure.
okay. Her name's
Please.
Jeanette.
Oh,
Oh,
no
it's
problem,
cool.
Jeanette. Oh, we will save you one, Jeanette, for sure.
I'm gonna deliver it to her house for her.
Okay.
We actually tried to get rid of the pillars too, but unfortunately they actually have things inside of them.
Really?
It's very sad.
Oh.
Probably
Yeah.
wiring and stuff.
It's like, they're pretty full. We were surprised. But I thought it was gonna be like a 6. Mike and I were like, just take them out, you know, there's just gonna be like one little piece of metal, like a steel pole. No, they're pretty full.
Are they holding the roof up also?
Yeah, they're holding,
Yeah.
right. The entire second floor is right on those 4 pillars, so.
Well, then you better keep them.
All right, any further discussion? All right, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Congratulations, motion carries.
Students, thank you, we all thank
That's
you.
right.
So do their ankles, and so does my neighbor Jeanette.
Well, really, too.
Jeanette doesn't need any more chairs.
Yeah, you covered.
All right, the next one is EV, I'm sorry, that just made, okay. The next one, number 12, item number 5, EV bus charging stations, Mr. Darga.
The Director of Operations is recommending the installation of 5 charging units for electrical school buses. The proposal were received from 2 different companies. The following post-bid meeting with Income Power and the district electrical engineer. This company is capable of performing the requested scope of work for this project for the amount of $160,000. Pat Ward is here this evening to address any questions that the board may have.
I move that the Elm Park Board of Education award the installation of 5 charging units for electrical school buses to Income Power for an amount of $160,000 as proposed.
And this is all grant money, right? You
You
said
have to
earlier?
second it.
You got a second, yeah, we can't talk
Support.
about it. Thanks.
How
Thanks,
can I say
Steve.
it's all
So
grant
it's been
money?
moved by Jeanette and supported by Steve. Steve, is there any further discussion?
This is all grant money, right? Confirming.
Yeah, so we got, $1,094,000, I believe.
Yeah, so we received 2 grants. One of them was for $1 million, the other one was for just shy of $1.1 million. And the cost for 5 buses, there will still be around 60-something thousand remaining in the grant funds that can also go towards this. So all in all, for the installation of 5 charging units, plus the purchase of 5 electric buses, the district will be at about around the top $100,000. I have applied for 2 additional grants for more funding, but they don't even close till May, so I don't know what the results will be on those. We've really tried to do this at 0 cost to the district, but as of right now, it's still a little bit.
Yes, oh, for sure.
How much was each bus, the cost of the bus?
Each purchase of an electric bus is $406,222. And this will replace 5 of our oldest buses, dating back as far as 1998. One of them we haven't even been able to use for 2 years. I brought our mechanic in case there was any questions on the condition of the buses, but one of them.
I saw him giggle when you said 1998.
One of them has a bad motor, and the cost to repair outweighs the cost of the bus. These buses will also have air conditioning in them, and we'll be able to put cameras and the GPS units in them, which we cannot put in the older buses that we have now. They can't handle the technology. This will replace a third of our fleet with electric buses.
Pat, what's our average bus run within the city of Allen Park?
It depends on the bus. We have some special ed runs that are around 75 miles a day, and we have some general ed runs that are around 15 miles a day.
15, you said, or 50?
15.
Okay.
And we looked it up during the work session. These are about, it's anywhere from 150 to 200 miles. Is that what you expect?
Correct, yeah. Under, like a day like today, like 70 degrees, they're saying that you average around 150 miles to a charge. They're selling them, pushing 300 miles. I don't know if that will happen, but they're averaging 150. On a 0 degree day, they average about 75 miles a charge. And the charging units from 0 to 100 will take about 7 hours.
So if my math is right, we have 2 grants for 1.1 million. And this, with the charging stations plus the cost of the buses are 566,222. So we've got about 600,000 left over.
The district will only be at a cost of about 100,000. We have 2 grants, one for 1 million,
Right.
one for 1.1.
So 2.1.
2.1.
Yeah, 2.1.
Okay, then you said the total buses were 406,000.
No, it's
Per
per
bus?
bus.
Per
Oh,
bus,
I
yeah.
thought that
The
was-
half a
that's-
million per bus.
Okay, I was like, that's pretty
Gotcha,
cheap for
yeah.
501.
You got a deal.
So the total cost for
Gotcha.
5 buses is $2,031,000.
Okay.
And then,
We
whatever.
got the million towards it.
Right,
Yep.
whatever's remaining from the grants can be put towards the charging units.
Right.
And electricity.
And the average fuel savings is about $6,000 a year per bus.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and then the maintenance costs will go down, there's no oil changes, there's a lot less moving parts on them. The brakes are supposed to last longer, there are regenerative braking systems on them, so all in all, the maintenance fees will go way down too.
We gotta pay to get our mechanics certified for.
Yeah, I was
batteries.
gonna ask that question too. You got a whole new thing you gotta learn,
I
huh?
was gonna ask for a raise.
Yeah, right? That's to you though.
That's the next
Pat.
meeting.
That's right. All right, is there any further discussion on the EV bus charging station?
Thanks for writing the grants.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I really wish we could've got a little bit more, and, we were close to having this at no cost to the district, and we hit some hiccups, but, you know, if we can get these other two, it'll definitely go towards it, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, any further discussion on the EV bus charging station? All right, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Go get certified, sir. All right, that then takes us to number 12, item number 6, the Taylor School District Career Technical Education Cooperative Agreement. Mr. Darda.
At this time, we are submitting the annual renewal program agreement with Taylor School District for the continuation of the vocational education services provided by and through Taylor School District in accordance with the terms of the Technical Education Cooperative Agreement and consistent with the pertinent provisions of the Revised School Code of 1995 and the State School Aid Act as amended.
I move that the Elm Park Board of Education approve the Technical Education Cooperative Agreement with Taylor School District for the 2025-2026 school year.
Support. It's been moved by Jeanette and supported by myself. Is there any further discussion? It's an
How
off-
many kids do we send, you know?
I mean, we send over 100 to both programs, so we a fair number of kids, and they're, you know, able to access everything from cybersecurity to auto body to all different kinds of things, so it's pretty great. And complements our CTE programming as well. So they're, like, we could hire another Jeff Gullisarian and another Dustin Warner and still, like, probably push higher in a number one. That we're the CTE program at the high school is just crushing it. And Chris Cruz and Rich Slade have done a very, very nice job on the kind of the business marketing side of things.
Right.
So
Do we take in any students at this point? No, they're just filled with our kids.
Well, we're
so-
full, yeah. Those classes are busting at the seams.
yeah.
Can you find another Jeff Gullisarian?
No,
I mean,
that's gonna be tough.
There's only one.
I know.
There's only one. And Dustin has done a very nice job filling Mr. Jenkins' shoes and like settling in with Jeff. But like, man, listen, we're on borrowed time. When I remember when Mike got the job and I came to the district, Jeff said, "I'm not renewing my certificate."
Right.
And then he renewed his certificate, and now he's like, "I'm not renewing my certificate." We're like, we're gonna get you one more time. I'm old and tired, man. Let me go.
He was over my house last night, I don't think he's renewing.
I kind of think the same thing. Yeah. So.
Don't quote me.
So now we need to find two Mr. Gullisarians as he's
So,
hearing
yeah,
if
so
Jeanette's
G-
wish wants to come
G
true.
has
get
been,
Mr.
he's put in a lot of good years, and like he is leaving the program in an amazing
Yeah,
place.
he
And he was laughing. He's like, if you would have told me the technology that I'm relying on in this place, because he was like, grumpy, get off my lawn guy. I'm gonna take this wood lathe from the 1950s to my deathbed. And now he's just like, he's got that new CNC machine in there. He's modernizing all of his joiners and all of that stuff, like upgrading them to movable parts so that you don't have to change the entire thing and remill the whole blade. They're individual pieces that can be rotated. Like the next person that is coming in there will have a lot of G's junk to get rid of, as he knows he's a hoarder. But will have, you know, it will have a beautiful,
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah,
lab.
it's state of the art.
Yeah,
It truly is state of the art.
Right.
I bought my first car off him, a 1985 Ford Ranger that was rebuilt engine by him.
Oh, really? It's probably still running.
Your
It's
Jamie
running
Bass
beautiful.
All right, any further discussion on the Taylor School District Career Tech Educational Cooperative Agreement? All right, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That takes us to 12, item number 7, the Allen Park High School Cedar Point Field Trip. Mr. Darga.
Allen Park High School Administration, Ms. Michelle Skupin and Mr. Aaron Ashmore are requesting approval to take Allen Park High School physics and engineering students to Cedar Point Amusement Park in Sandusky, Ohio on Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. This trip will provide the opportunity for students to view the physics behind some of their favorite amusement park rides, as well as use their knowledge of physics to calculate the velocities, accelerations, forces, and energy associated with these rides. Students will travel by school bus and will be expected to stay with a buddy and to physically check in at designated time and places during the middle of the day and before departure. Students will also be able to communicate with Ms. Skupin and Mr. Ashmore at any time via cell phone.
I move that the Allen Park Board of Education approve the APHS Physics and Engineering Field Trip to Cedar Point on May 22nd, 2025 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Jeanette and supported by Jason. Is there any discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That takes us to number 13, the superintendent's report.
Thank you.
Mr. Darga.
Bus driver Jenny Stover has been nominated by her peers and selected to receive the 2025 Wayne County Excellence in Transportation Award for Allen Park Public Schools. This award is presented to the individuals who exemplify excellence in supporting the safe transportation of students in Wayne County. Jenny will be honored along with those from other districts at the Excellence in Transportation Banquet on Saturday, April the 26th. Congratulations, Jenny, on this outstanding achievement. Let's give a huge round of applause to Ms. Van Maley, Ms. Ferranti, and Mr. Kishuk, who went above and beyond this April to advocate for our multilingual students and families. Because of their initiative, our multilingual learners felt seen, supported, and celebrated exactly as they should be. Your dedication is making a lasting impact, and we couldn't be more grateful. The Allen Park Center for Early Childhood Education had their open house at the end of March. Kudos to Nikki Roller and her entire staff for all their hard work, creativity, and energy to make this event a huge success. They hosted 130 families with 300 plus attending the event. Parents had so many great things to say about the program, and it's all because of the passion and dedication they bring every day. Congratulations to Team 815 Advanced Power Jags on their great 2025 competition season and for performing well enough to participate in the state robotics competition at Saginaw Valley State University. Congratulations to Liliana Knapp, who placed 3rd in the district figure skating competition and 4th at states. Great job, Liliana. Great job to the varsity swimming, Cole Cat, who placed 5th at this state competition for the boys 50 freestyle. Last but not least, big cheers and applause for our Rockstar board members. We're thrilled to celebrate and congratulate several of our amazing board education members who have gone above and beyond their commitment to excellence in school governance. Through the hard work and dedication, these board members have earned distinguished levels of certification through the Michigan Association of School Boards, which is MASB, a true testament to their passion of learning, leading, and serving our district with heart. They spend countless hours engaged in advanced training, mastering best practices, and deepening their understanding of how to support students, staff, and the community at the highest of levels. Congratulations to Jason Babbage, Sarah Flipiak, Laura Lukey, and Jennifer Warren. Your commitment doesn't go unnoticed, and your efforts make a difference every day. Thank you for leading with vision, integrity, and an unshakable belief in public education.
Why didn't you put Mike Darga down on there? I think you got some awards
I do,
too.
yeah. It's all about the board.
You are crushing it.
Crushing it.
Yeah. And good news.
Good news.
There's some of us going again to be educated here in a little bit. All right, thank you so much. That's
Kindergarten. Yep, upcoming event, Kindergarten Roundup will be at each elementary on Monday, May the 12th, starting at 6:30 p.m. Please plan on attending if you have any incoming kindergartners.
Thank you. That takes us to citizens' comments pertaining to non-agenda items. Do we have any, Mrs. Rios? All right, thank you. And Bianca, I'm so sorry I messed that up. That was all me.
That's okay.
Thank you so much for being so patient with me. All right, and then that takes us to reports of officers. We will start with Mrs. Lukey.
I have nothing to report.
All right, thank you. Mr. Babbage.
Progress.
Mr. Martin.
Nothing to report.
Mrs. McDonald?
Nothing to report.
Nor do I. Thank you so much. And then, since we have nothing else, that takes us to the meeting is hereby adjourned at 7:56 p.m.